Today I was watching a YouTube video on my phone and I came across a comment of one fragrance that I was talking about, Imperial Valley. In the video I said it may not be as long lasting as you think, with a lot more context to it, but everybody's a professional. They want to talk about how they think it's going to work or not. Instead of poking fun, let me give you some more context. And it is not as long lasting as you may think. It's because you're spraying on a crap ton, and that's why they give you this jumbo atomizer. You guys look at the atomizer, okay? Let me show you a standard atomizer, shall we? Look at that. Okay, so if you're spraying on 3 times, you're actually spraying like 8 times or 7 times. There's parts per million. They're basically measured in PPM. And this atomizer is designed to shower you. World of atomizers, they absolutely make a difference. Both through more juice, and number 2, they can use less oils in the fragrance while still giving you like performance. In theory, one atomization of that Imperial Valley, just for context, about 4 sprays of a regular atomizer. A typical person who usually does 2 sprays, sprays it on with 2 times, especially here in the West. It's like, oh my God, this is so strong. But little do you know, you got the equivalent amount of 6 sprays. In that context, absolutely, it's not as strong as you think. You can hype up this without diminishing that, and I have both, and you said this and you said that. See, now this is different. They gotta respond and like sit down or do it yourself. Make fragrances, I mess with atomizers, I do all of that, and context absolutely matters. Once upon a time I said it was beastly and strong. I learned over time too. That's what I'm in this for. Learned why it was so strong, and that's why in the video I said it's not as strong as you think, because I thought it too. So it's no problem for us to educate each other, and even myself, if I need to be educated in a certain realm, I'll take the education because that's what I'm in this for. But I'm not going to point fingers before learning. So hopefully this helps, and ultimately the takeaway from this is that so that you can understand the context and know the differences between atomizers. So if you were to take, for example, Toilette has, let's say, 500 parts per million, and the Eau de Parfum has, let's say, 50 or 100, just giving you guys some examples. Even if you were to spray the Eau de Parfum, 1 spray, the Eau de Toilette, 1 spray, the Eau de Toilette is likely to give you the same performance, if not outperform, because overall you're getting more oils because of the parts per million. You do have to sometimes spell this out to people, especially when you see comments like this that try to discredit, and there's no problem with wanting education or asking questions, but there is a problem with pointing fingers. You assume you make an ass out of you, and that's it. So to answer the question, is it a long-lasting fragrance? Absolutely, it's a long-lasting fragrance. But why? Because of the parts per million, etc. It's not simply because of the oil concentration, because it's not that concentrated. I'm talking from a manufacturing standpoint. On the box, it also says light fragrance. Right there. Light fragrance. Doesn't mean it's not strong, but read the caption.